And that fight was wild yesterday. It's a lot of news coming out right now. It's a lot of news coming out now. Yeah, it's definitely funny. See, tables turn real quick. I hear already people talking about Wilder versus Joshua. I mean, was that an option before the Dubois fight? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. What's up, Alfonso? What's going on, man? That was a good fight yesterday. Yeah, Dubois stepped up, man. I told people, hey, it might be a champion in the UK that's not Fury AJ. Yeah, shout out to Alfonso, man. Dubois is the real deal. He young. Yeah, shout out to Alfonso, man. I'm glad to see bro up in here, man. Yeah, that was a crazy fight yesterday. I told people the heavyweight division gonna be hard. That's why I ain't say too much around the Jerry Anderson fight because I was like, something crazy gonna happen again. Oh yeah, it's gonna have to happen for Joshua. It's gonna have to because right now he ain't got no option. But Wilder he got options. He can fight some more different kind of people. He fought Zane, Parker. Those still tough fights. See, right now Joshua ain't beating no Zane or Parker. So his only option would be fighting Wilder. See, what everybody gonna find out in a minute is Wilder been fighting tough competition this year, and the guys he lost to, they gonna be tough fights for anybody. I seen Zane recently just called out Dubois, but they gonna be tough fights. So Wilder, he can still the opponents he went against is like those guys are top level. He said, "What's AJ bad? What you mean?" Cause yesterday, man, I was like, I've been saying for a while, AJ, the opponents he been fighting has kind of lowered what he's doing right now. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it one more try with this Dubois fight, but it ain't a good chance he'll make it out this fight, and it wasn't. It just wasn't. And one thing I want to hear fans say, I want to hear them saying that, because what I seen Joshua do yesterday, that wasn't good boxing. That was not good boxing. That was a horrible performance. I'm trying to figure out if I seen a performance worse from other heavyweights like that. And what people starting to realize now is, okay, you can go back and look at the performances that other heavyweights have had. Joshua's performances is not that much higher than them. You know what I'm saying? He's not like levels above like everybody been saying. They've been saying like, yeah, Joshua, he boxed at this type of level. I'm like, bro, Wilder gonna look, he ain't gonna look like a great boxer fighting Tyson Fury. Usyk been boxing since he was a child. He like a universal soldier, you know what I'm saying? And you see how he came up boxing. He done boxed everybody. And look how Fury did with him. He made him look kind of bad a couple of rounds. Like most of the fights, most people. So yeah, he gonna look bad fighting that type of guy. But Joshua fighting Dubois the way he was, he ain't been fighting good competition, man. I think people been looking at the names and they'll get confused and be like, man, I don't think that guy Wilder fighting good, or this guy that Andrew Ruiz fighting, or Luis Ortiz, who is he? When people start saying that, I was like, oh, they don't know these heavyweight boxers then. Then earlier this year, I heard people saying Wilder was ducking Zane. After all he done in the boxing game, they gonna say Wilder ducking Zane. That's kind of why I don't want him to fight Anthony Joshua, because I don't want him to give these fans who just was saying that he's ducking Joshua what they want to see, because they don't appreciate dudes who actually go out here and fight the best. That's just real talk. That's just real talk. Joshua ain't been fighting the best. And the fans ain't been appreciating guys who been fighting the best. And that's just real facts. A lot of these guys are not fighting the best at heavyweight. I've been telling people that. As soon as they step up to fight a certain guy, everybody ain't finna step up right now and just fight Fury and drop him 2 or 3 times. That ain't finna happen. Fury might retire and never be dropped again, or he might not ever be KO'd the rest of his career. And people think, yeah, man, dropping him easy. Well, what? Okay. All right. How many times Joshua dropped Dubois? Like, drop KOs ain't easy. That's why Dubois, he turned into a beast. I think a lot of people looked at that Usyk fight. Man, I knew people was confused recently when they said Dubois, Dubois only 26. I said last year, I got a video right now. I looked at it last night. I had a video where I said Dubois only 25 and he just had a career fight against Usyk. That's how I was looking at it. Everybody else was like, he quit. I'm like, he only 25. He just fought Usyk and I almost beat him. That's a plus to me. But fans don't look at it like that though. They just look at, did he win or did he lose? Now you see people saying, oh, he won. Those losses did a lot for him and everything. Like, come on, man. Y'all wasn't saying that 2 fights ago. Stop it. Yeah, I saw the showboat he did. It wasn't that much though. I seen Fury do worse against Usyk when he fought. All the tongue sticking out. You see the picture I got up here? Fury got his tongue sticking out. Fury got his tongue sticking out like this. They were doing the same thing. I don't know if AJ did anything worse than I don't know what Fury was doing. That's why Usyk looking like, what is this guy doing? But people been saying over the years, bro, been pissing me off, bro. I've been hearing for years. Y'all don't understand. I've been hearing for at least 10 years now. Everybody talking about how good Joshua can box, better than Wilder. Like every time. The reason I don't want to talk about Wilder and Joshua is because every time Joshua loses, they always bring up Wilder's name so they can try to keep Joshua's name alive. Like, just don't talk about Wilder and Joshua. I don't mind talking about Joshua. Nobody can talk about Joshua without bringing up Wilder right now. And that's just facts. I ain't talking about Alfonso or nobody. I'm just talking about before Alfonso said, you know what I'm saying? I agree with everything Alfonso was saying, but I'm talking about as far as Nobody's been talking about it. I know me and Fonzo been wanting to see the fight, so I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the other people out there. Y'all been saying it. Bro, they ain't been discussing Wilder at all, Fonzo. You know that? They ain't said nothing about Wilder all these months. We thought Joshua was going to fight him last year. We like, okay, they going to fight now. I'm like, Joshua finna fight who? Otto Wilder as a main event and Wilder the co-main event? That don't make no sense. Why would you do that? And what he said? Oh, yeah. Everybody ain't going to be undefeated. But Joshua was moving like that, though. Look at his resume. He ain't fighting nobody. And I've been saying that, bro. I've been saying everything that, you know what, bro? Everything that people been saying. I only had the channel a year. So everything people been saying, I've already said on all my Joshua videos. Every video. I had to stop posting the videos because I was like, man, I'm starting to look like a hater. I said, if I keep talking about how Joshua ain't fought nobody and how he still got one of the best uppercuts I've seen. The uppercut saved his life last night. And I just did a video on that. That really saved his life. He was going to get knocked out in 3 rounds last night without the uppercut. But yeah, that Ngannou loss was suspicious. Facts. It really was. And I'm not a super Ngannou fan. I don't really know him like that. But that loss was suspicious. It really was. It was very suspicious. It almost looked fake. People were talking about it afterwards. I was like, nah, it don't look fake. I ain't gonna do all that. I was like, I'm gonna just give him credit. It looked fake. Allegedly. But yeah. But the heavyweight division is it's a lot tougher than what people realize. The only reason I'm kind of upset about everything because these guys ain't been fighting each other. They was hoping that Dubois would fold in this fight. He didn't. A lot of people wasn't happy that he won. They thought he was gonna fold. He's fought everybody. And people saying that like, I mean, it's a good thing, but on his part, you know, so he fighting everybody because he's tough. And the only thing Dubois proven to me is when all these boxers talking about, man, these dudes ducking. Nah, these dudes ain't ducking. You just don't want to fight so-and-so. See, Dubois, he fighting everybody. So that proves some of these guys just don't want to fight certain people. And that proves that Wilder been getting ducked. Because ain't no way Wilder been walking around. He fought Fury, then he's scared of everybody else. Stop it. People really been walking around. All these boxing fans been walking around for 10 years trying to tell everybody how Wilder's scared to fight Anthony Joshua. And how Anthony Joshua just a superior boxer than him and Wilder can't box. If Wilder can't box, what can Joshua do then? What was that? What was that last night? That's what people really been saying. We've been having professionals that say that. Oh yeah, Joshua, he's just such a superior boxer. Okay. I want to hear all them same people talking about how good Joshua was boxing last night because he's such a superior boxer than Wilder. Wilder can't box. He only got the right hand. Now they're like, oh yeah, we want to see that fight. Okay. Why you want to see the fight? You just said he was done. So the guy you said that was done, you want him to come out of retirement? So you want him to be undone now and fight? Okay. You said Turkey was mad last night. Yeah, Joshua was his power was there last night. He cracked him, but his defense was horrible. He was pushing, sticking his arm out. He was just catching the shots. His hands was below his waist. He was fighting like an amateur last night. And Dubois was just ready. He was ready to fight. Joshua just ain't got that dog in him like that. Not like he once did. And he still hasn't been a superior boxer, though. Bro, we got to think about it. Daniel Dubois is 27 years old. And he got a better... People talking about some Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois got a better resume than... Yeah, Turkey was mad. He did a little sign like, get him out of here. Y'all saw that when he did the throat slash? That was crazy. You saw that? But they say, yeah, Daniel Dubois got a better resume. Man, I've been talking about his resume. But but what I was saying was he said a loss or a controversial win on Turkey. Missed opportunity. Remember the dude Nick Ball had a draw? Yeah. No, Nick Ball just got a belt. Yeah, against Ray Ford. I thought that was a close fight. I thought Ray Ford pulled it off, but they gave it to Nick Ball. Yeah, I think Nick Ball fought like twice this year for 2 belts. Yeah, Nick Ball fought for like 2 belts this year. Yeah, the boy he was like, man, I'm gonna get him up out of here. But man, these people out here tripping. Yeah, Turkey was mad last night though. Fonzo right. But man, these people tripping out here, man. And then I seen somebody say something disrespectful. Hey, let me break this down real quick before I get off topic. But I seen somebody say, oh yeah, American boxing gonna be in a drought for a long time. First of all, and I don't brag about American boxing, but for some reason, people think American boxing is just super trash like that. So let me go ahead and explain in 2 seconds why American boxing is still good. I don't know why I have to do that. I don't know why people talk about American heavyweights. No, they're talking about American heavyweights, my bad. American heavyweights like it's trash. They talking about the heavyweights in America. So if the heavyweights in America is trash, how did Andrew Ruiz get Joshua up out of there? Ain't Andrew Ruiz a fighter from America? He's Mexican descent, but he's a fighting out of America. So how did he get him up out of there? Parker versus Dubois? I don't know. That'll be a good fight. He was at the fight last night. I heard Zane down there trying to call him out. So what would they do? Throw Parker in the mix? I think Parker might get thrown in the mix with the Usyk and Fury belts. I think they'll do that. But they was talking about American heavyweights. Oh, it was a draw. Yeah, it was a draw. No, they was talking about American heavyweights. And I'm like, bro, if you take away that Andrew Ruiz win over Joshua, those 2 fights, if you take away the fight, all Wilder fights, I mean, what big fights been going on in heavyweight division? Like, let's stop it. Like, come on now, let's be real. What's been going on in the heavyweight division without Andrew Ruiz big fights against Joshua and without Wilder fights? Ain't nothing else been going on. Fury just fought a cruiserweight and an MMA fighter and got dropped by the MMA guy. Joshua just fought an MMA guy and a sparring partner that we was talking about, and he wasn't prepared. And that was something I was talking about. I shouldn't have changed my pick because I was leaning toward Dubois, but I was like, I said, I'm just going all in on Joshua because if he lose this, it'll just prove what I've been saying the whole time. This dude ain't ready, man. His skills have been way blown out of proportion. It really has. I think people got so in love with saying, yeah, Wilder just got the right hand. But yeah, these other guys, I don't even know if they got a right hand. If they do got a right hand, it ain't that good. So what are we talking about? Do you think those guys don't want a right hand? Or you think they just want to go in there and box like Joshua tried to do? So what do you think guys would rather have? What Joshua did against Dubois or the right hand of Wilder? What would you rather have if you was going to battle right now? You want the Infinity Stones or you want that put together machine like Iron Man got? When people say certain narratives about boxers, it's like, wow. These guys really believe this guy's like superior. You'd rather have right hand, exactly. It's that simple. No matter who you like. It don't got nothing to do with this fighter or that. If you put Wilder's right hand on Tyson Fury, he'll be amazing. Nah, he good. Nah, Wilder good. He's still good. He just got a loss, man, like Joshua. But the thing about with Joshua, though, they showing Joshua a little bit more respect. And he ain't really got no skin in the game like that. I've been telling people Joshua ain't been fighting nobody, man. Joshua could easily have fought Dubois twice. I'm gonna tell you who messed everything up though. Tyson Fury messed everything up. Him getting hurt, him not fighting Usyk in December last year. He would have fought. He could have went right into the Joshua fight. He could have easily went right into the Joshua fight instead of Joshua fighting Dubois. Or he could have fought Dubois, or he could have fought somebody else. But yeah, Wilder, he good, he Gucci. And if you really look at it, Wilder ain't got that much damage like that in his heavyweight career. If you look at all his fights, he didn't really start getting no damage until like the Fury fight, a little bit in the Luis Ortiz fight. But most of the fights he was good. The Brazil fight, he got him out of there in the first round. Then he got the other guy early, I think that was the first round, Helenius. So he really ain't had that much damage really lately. I mean, he went 12 rounds with Parker. That didn't do nothing as far as damage or nothing. The Zhang knockout, I mean, you know, that was basically probably, it wasn't as bad as what Joshua got last night because Wilder, he just got his in one knockout, and he got up from the knockout too. People got to realize that Wilder got up from that knockout. Shoot, he was up. They just weighed him off. If Wilder would have got the 10 counts that Joshua got last night, oh, he would have still been fighting in that Zhang fight. He got up from that punch. People don't realize it. Yeah, he was up. So that shows you that the chin is there. If we want to break it all the way down, you know what I'm saying? But Joshua, he took his foot off the pedal though, as far as fighting this competition. It was to a point after that Andrew Ruiz fight where he was in a good place where he should have been fighting the guys. All right, he fought Usyk, didn't get to that. I feel like he ain't fight good enough fighters before that Usyk fight to prepare himself. And it shows. His competition started going down and people just was blowing it up. I'm like, the competition ain't there, man. You can't compare Wilder fighting Fury 3 times to what Joshua doing. It's not, you just can't do it. You just can't do it. I mean, Wilder fought Parker coming off after not fighting almost a year and a half? And Parker fighting 2 or 3 times? And that's one of Joshua's best fights on his resume. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta look at it. Wilder at a point now where his tune-ups is guys' biggest fights. Look how hard it was for Usyk to fight Fury. He had to go all the way 12 rounds to the end. And Fury like, I won that fight. So yeah, he's still a weapon. Heavyweight division is very competitive. People think that it's just gonna be one solid guy across the board. If Usyk was fighting more of these other guys, he'll have some trouble too. See, Usyk, he got a chance right now because he letting his body he giving himself a chance to recuperate. If he was fighting every 3 or 4 months, yeah, he'll probably have a loss right now. Oh yeah, he gonna be one of the best, man. I said before the fight happened, Dane Dubois, he gonna be one of the best of all time. Right before the fight happened, he gonna be one of the best of all time. He the only person moving like this. He could easily have 2 losses right now and be looked at as a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have 2 more losses right now, people will say, oh, he's a bum. He lost to Big Baby and Joshua. He's just a regular guy. That's why in boxing, we got to have guys keep fighting because guys get better, then they'll never get a chance again because they got 2 losses against so-and-so. So he don't deserve a chance to get better. That's why when I say certain fights need to happen in boxing or guys need to fight more, that's what I be talking about. Dane Dubois. And I think the only reason that happened because the Turkey Al Sheikh involved right now. And the UK, they got they fight a little bit more. That's why over here, when you don't see guys fighting more, guys don't get better. And Daniel Dubois, perfect example. Oh yeah. UK love boxing. Oh yeah, absolutely. America love boxing too. But yeah, UK love boxing. Shoot, Mexico love boxing too. There's a lot of places that love boxing. Australia, Japan, they come out. You know, boxing universal right now. No, even MMA is universal. You know, boxing is. You said the one that act like a Terminator. I don't know what his name is. Yeah, I had it up for Francis Ngannou that against Fury. I thought he was throwing that jab a lot more than what people were saying. Fury wasn't really connecting on a lot of shots. He was throwing them, but I had a score like that the first time. I went back, watched a couple times. It was close, but yeah, I said the same thing. Cause shoot, Ngannou basically did close to what Usyk did. Usyk gave up a lot of rounds too. They talking about Dubois might fight Bivol or Bitter. I guess he a mandatory internship. Man, he ain't ready for that fight. Keep him away. I think Dubois might fight Zhang. They talking about Bacoli. I don't know. Bacoli might be a fight with Dubois. I think Bacoli said his name a while ago, but he said Zhang. They talking about Parker, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who Parker will fight. If it's not Zane. They said Moses might fight Joe Joyce though. You said Wilder broke? No, Wilder ain't broke. No, he ain't broke. Tyson Fury ain't broke either. He broke because he got to pay people, but right now, but he ain't broke as far as the deals he got. But he said something about he lost some money because he was gonna fight Joshua for a certain amount of money, and he don't know if the fight gonna happen. Yeah, nah, he wouldn't be Turkey Al Sheet. He just fought on a Turkey Al Sheet card like a month ago. He just want to fight. Yeah, even Joshua paid, man. He can retire right now. Joshua paid. He just like to fight. So I ain't gonna give him too hard of a problem, but at the end of the day, he know he dropped the ball, man. He should have had an undisputed fight. He hasn't had a undisputed fight in his career yet. He dropped the ball. No, I was gonna watch that. I'm gonna start watching some more too. I ain't catching no kickboxing yesterday. You know, I was on here. He said AJ and Wilder are bums. I mean, if they're bums, you know what I'm saying, then the heavyweight division is bums. Because it's not too many heavyweights that's better than those guys. You can look at it like that. Because as I said this year, if you really look at it, like these guys ain't fighting the top competition still. And Dubois just exposed all that. He's fighting top competition. Now everybody's starting to realize who's fighting top competition. I think people still think this is 2020. Wilder has a resume now. He's fought Parker. Joshua went 12 with Parker and possibly lost. And Wilder went 12 with Parker and lost. I mean, it happens. He lost to Zane. Is what it is. I mean, losing to Zane Parker. If I lost to Joseph Parker and Zilly Zhang and I lost to Tyson Fury, who nobody has yet to outbox except Usyk, and that was barely. And Usyk still didn't drop him in the fight. Couldn't even get him on the ground. And somebody said, "Hey man, you done?" I'm like, okay. Then do you see who Joshua has lost to? He's lost to Andrew Ruiz, Dubois. I mean, what about those guys? That's how I would look at it. He said, shoot, Eddie Hearn got to get paid by Eddie Hearn getting paid off Joshua. Tyson Fury got to pay Bob Arum, and what's the other guy's name? Frank Warren. So a lot of these guys got to pay. It's the promote game. It's the fight game. That's how it goes. I don't be caring about. I mean, as the fans, I see what y'all mean by that. I know what y'all talking about. The finance game, I mean, I be knowing what y'all saying. I know most of it's correct, but most of these guys got to pay that. You know what I'm saying? That's what time it is. That's how these guys make money. These promoters ain't doing this for free. That's why they in the fight game. But they definitely making money. But as far as the fight game, these guys it's a lot of stuff getting exposed right now. These guys ain't the best like they said they was. That's one thing that's going on in Boston. Everybody was telling me that it was a superior boxing level that Joshua was at, and it just was bad last night. It just was bad. But it goes to show that Dubois that was fighting Usyk, he just wasn't ready. But he's good enough to beat a guy like that. But people starting to realize how young he is now, that he's going to take over. They thought it was Jared Anderson, but I mean, he still got a chance, but he got a long way to go. He got to bounce back 2 or 3 times. Yeah, the ducking got to stop, man. It does. Because a lot of guys, at first, you know, as fans, we like, hey, man, these guys going to fight eventually. But then I'm like, man, these guys getting older now. Like, hold on. Some of these guys ain't going to fight. And then now you see like Bitterville, he almost 40 years old. I'm like, hold on, man, this guy's almost 40. He's just now finna have his big fight. That's not good. Like, that's a super red flag. Yeah, Roy Lawyer. I'm like, that's a super red flag right there. Oh, he said Usyk lost the Yeah, that was a close fight, man. Usyk did that before. I seen him hunch over and fake like he was hurt. Like he got hit in the stomach. I've seen him do that a couple times. I'm like, oh, he did that before. That's when I started questioning. I was like, I seen this guy did this in another fight. But I can't wait to see these fights, though. The ducking definitely got to come to a pause. I mean, if you're not fighting on Turkey on the sheet card, You probably not gonna get the fight you want to get or close to it. That's why I thought PBC was gonna make some moves this year. I'm like, they ain't making no moves towards no bigger fights right now. So if Fury, okay, so if Usyk beat Fury, what, Dubois gonna fight Usyk again? I don't even know if Usyk want to do all that. Yeah, it's too many inactive fighters. Way too many. There's too many guys not fighting. It's getting to a point now we don't got any room for guys to fight 3 times a year. A lot of guys ain't fighting one time a year. Or they only fighting one time a year. But they just changed the app or whatever, but they gotta start having more fights, man. I thought they was gonna have more fights by now. Yeah, I wanna see that Tyson fight. Yeah, all Tyson gotta do is catch Jake Paul one time. Jake Paul not throwing no combinations. So if he go out there trying to do all that extra against Mike, he might get caught. But Mike can get caught too, you know what I'm saying? He can get knocked down or something. It can happen. Yeah, I know, man. Yeah, that Janovic ain't made weight. That's his fault. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Boo Boo or Anthony Yard. Yeah, Anthony Yard was supposed to fight Dubois in this fight instead of it was either this fight or the last fight instead of what's the guy's name? No, it might have been the other fight. He was supposed to fight Dubois though, but he said he ain't getting paid enough from what was it, Frank Warren, allegedly. I don't think he signed with Frank Warren no more. I think he's trying to go to boxer, or he might just went to boxer. I don't know. I had to check that again. Yeah, Janovic missed weight. Hector Garcia, he going to 135. Neary, I don't know what he gonna do. He's supposed to fight soon. They talking about De Los Santos just got back to training. I guess he was hurt or something like that. Oh, Usyk running back with Dubois. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be hard for him to beat this Dubois. It will be. I don't know if he gonna run it back. But if I was him, I'd be like, bro, y'all asking me to rematch everybody. I beat these guys already. Like, the guys fight each other. That's how I feel. Yeah, he will. I agree, Jose. He gonna dip. Yeah, Jose saying some facts. He gonna dip. You said Jake Paul versus Canelo next. No, it ain't gonna be next. But hey, I give it about Jose. I give about a year and a half. I think Canelo will definitely make it happen. Real talk. By that time, Canelo gonna slow down a little bit, gain a couple of pounds. Yeah, he might fight a Jake Paul. He said he would. Don't be surprised. He said he'll do it at the end though. So whenever the end is. No, I don't know if he retired. Last time I checked, Hector Garcia said he was going to 135 after he lost to Lamont Roach. I told everybody Tank wasn't gonna fight no Ryo, man. Everybody was talking about Ryo, and I knew that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I wanted to see Del Santos fight, but he wasn't available. So there's some other guys that could have fought. I would have watched Tank fight Keyshawn Davis or somebody. I mean, there's some names out there. There's some guys out there that won't say no. Yeah, Canelo. Yeah, he thinking about that 150. Yeah, I said the same thing. He gonna think about that 150. He turned down 110, but he'll take that 150. Yeah, Jay Paul ain't got no gas tank. Cullen Walsh versus Brandon Adams. That's gonna happen, or you talking about? Yeah, I'll watch that. Or is that next? Hold on. They got another fight on OTX. Is that the next fight? I gotta check. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of guys retiring soon. They ain't active. These guys ain't active like that. These guys is not active like that. That's slowing everything down. Guys ain't fighting like that no more. Then when you see them like a year or two later, they bigger. They had another weight class. They ain't fighting the same. Look at Jared Hurd recently. He looked like he ain't been fighting. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that Matias situation. He need to get in the mix again ASAP. He should have been fighting right now. Yeah, he got to get back in there. I want to see him fight somebody like Pitbull or something. Yeah, he got to get back in the mix or something like that. Fight anybody at this point. Yeah, he still can be a threat. Styles definitely made fights. Shoot, he almost got Paro up out of there. I think somebody should tell him to press the gas, to be honest with you. Yeah, he almost got Paro up out of there. Paro was like, oh no, this guy's punched too hard. So I know he got real power. You think so? He said it crossover. Yeah, he got to be a good boxer though. Yeah, it's gonna be a time that do happen. If that happens soon though, boxing gonna look crazy. Crawford versus Boots, I would watch that. I think they waited too late though. It's not really Crawford or Boots' fault. A lot of these guys, specifically PBC, they waited too long. PBC waited too long. I think them waiting, trying to save these guys for Canelo and everything else, it kind of backfiring right now. It wasn't really worth it. I was trying to tell people that last year, like, it's not worth it, man. The Charlo and everything, the Charlo fight, it's not worth it right now. People didn't understand. They're like, oh, that's a good fight. I'm like, bro, it's not worth it right now. Like, we could have had that fight this year instead of last year. It probably would have been a little bit better. But who is Crawford fighting next? I don't know right now. Right now it's gonna be for a belt, so it could be Tim Tszyu. From what I'm seeing, I'm thinking that Crawford could possibly fight Tim Tszyu next. I think that definitely could be the next fight. Or it might be he might go straight into the Fandora fight for a belt. So it's gonna be either Fandora or Tim Tszyu if it's not Canelo. Depending on how he feel. Right now, according to schedule, I'll probably say I'll lean towards Tim Tszyu because he fighting the earliest. I would say that. But a lot of guys, they got to worry about Madrimov still. He going to end up fighting Boruchet soon. So they got to worry about him. He going to be a problem. Oh, yeah, Paulie. Yeah, Paulie, he got... I like his commentary, though. He funny. Yeah, 2013. My bad. I missed y'all comments, man. Said 2013 was an underrated year for boxing. We had Brunner about... Yeah, 2013 was jumping. That was a good year. Yeah, I don't think Crawford gonna be around in 2 years. He was gonna retire recently. I don't think Crawford gonna be out that long. I don't think he's gonna be around that long. Not unless something drastic happen. He about to turn 37 in what, like a week or something like that. Oh, you think it's gonna be a lot of exhibitions? Yeah, he can't wait. He ain't waiting. That's why he got involved with Turkey Al Sheet. Yeah, I know that. No boxing in the Olympics. That's crazy. Boxing, it wasn't that good though. The scoring, they gotta fix that scoring, man. A lot of that scoring and stuff, it still got issues. There's still a lot of favoritism going on in Olympic boxing. They don't know how to score fights. Until they get their fix, nobody gonna take it serious. Yeah, I can see that. I can see them setting it up with Jake beat Mike or something like that. I can see that. That would make a lot of money. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a close call because Mike, he an old guy now. That does play a factor. Oh, that makes sense. Canelo come back being. Oh, that would make a lot of sense. Hey, I see what you're saying now. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Cause that does make a lot of sense. Man, you caught me off guard with that one. I wasn't even gonna read that second part. That dude said Canelo coming back being here. Yeah, I can see that. That would make a lot of sense. It actually can happen. That's why I'm sitting here in shock. Like, I can't believe you just said that. Yeah, a lot of them guys did commentating. Like, I know Tarver did commentating, Roy Jones. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They do a lot of things. Depending on I guess who your manager is and everything, they set that up after you retire. A lot of these guys got trash managers. Or they got new managers. Because, Bruce Ennis' manager just passed away. That's who Terrence Crawford was using at one point. Yeah, I wanted to see AV and Kyle's running back. Me personally. That was a good little fight. You said Kyle's versus Rolly? I heard Kyle's call out Boots. I was trying to think what I watched that. I mean, I would watch it. He let his hands fly. I'd watch it. Crawford need a tune-up. I mean, depending on, you talking about for Canelo? I don't know. He might need one. I mean, Marjamal was a beast, man. When we see him fight again, when he fight Boruchet, people gonna see he the real deal. That guy's a lot tougher than people realize. That guy was more than a tune-up. That guy he was a tank. I'm gonna win some money betting on him for the next couple of years. I already see it. Yeah, Bibble is good. I like Bibble. I was picking Bibble to beat Bitter Bid, but I'm like, man, I don't know no more, man. I changed my pick. I like Bibble though. Oh yeah. He said we were talking at the barber shop. Yeah, you know, bro, he always talk a lot. Majamal versus Hamza. Man, that's a good fight. I can't believe you thought of that. That's a good fight. Um, Dang, that's crazy you said that. You want me to be honest? I think Majamal can get him. Being honest, I think he can get him. Just from the way Majamal can fight on the outside, inside, yeah, I think he can get him. If you can fight on the inside, somebody said it Saturday. One of y'all said it. Y'all was like, if he can fight, if Denny can fight on the inside, he can get Shiraz a little bit. And he was doing it for like 15 seconds, but it didn't do nothing. He didn't do much. Yeah, boxing, it's gonna always be around. There's always gonna be a big time fighter. It's always gonna happen. Right now, look at it. We just watched Daniel Dubois last night against Joshua, and we chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a new guy. That's the good thing about it. It gets boring when the same guy wins all the time. Yeah, that's why we having all these close fights. But it's gonna be good, man. A lot of these young guys, they're not gonna be able to beat Dubois. He fighting too many people right now. I thought he was moving too fast when he fought Joyce. I was like, man, this guy like what, 23? I was like, why is he fighting Joe Joyce? I was like, nah, I don't know about this. He been fighting guys ever since. People don't notice that though. This guy been fighting older guys at a young age. The only young guy doing it. You got these older guys, they still ain't fought. Well, Fury just fought Usyk. A lot of these guys ain't fought Joshua yet. Still. Joshua messed himself up bad doing that. Man, Ryan was supposed to fight Virgil Ortiz. They were gonna set it up because I was telling everybody Ryan was at 154 right now. And Oscar had said it, then Ryan was like, I'm at 154. He said it to Rayo recently. And Virgil Ortiz was like, I'm gonna fight you. And then the suspension happened. I was like, ah, man. So we might not see that fight for like another year now. And they both on Golden Boy. But yeah, Virgil Ortiz was gonna fight Ryan Garcia. That's a good fight, man. To be honest with you, I still want to see that fight. Virgil Ortiz been out a long time. You know what I'm saying? He came back after being out 2 years. Ain't had that many rounds. If he would have been fighting more like Dubois been fighting, he probably would have got Boychuk up out of there. But he's still rusty. But once he get to Ryan Garcia or somebody, it's gonna be a KO though. You think he that good? Yeah, he got a little bit of skills. I don't know if it's good enough for the pros. I'm thinking so, but yeah, I seen Dean fight recently. Yeah, he got some hands. The dude is hilarious though. He definitely talk trash. Mason finna fight again, man. Like Mason ain't playing. Mason finna fight again. He's not messing around. This dude about to fight again, man. Yeah, Brandon Lee's supposed to fight somebody. Man, hold on. Brandon Lee's supposed to fight somebody. Frank Warren just signed him. I think he just fought. Man, hold on, man. Yeah, I might have missed it. Should fought somebody. Yeah, Frank Warren signing a lot of guys right now. I know everybody talking about Queensberry. I've been putting out some videos about Queensberry this year. They signed some decent talent right now. They signed yeah, he just fought recently. I missed the fight. It was Juan Anaconda. Yeah. He fought in July. Oh, you was at the fight last night? Yeah, AJ defense was horrible last night. On the back foot? What are you doing? He never fights like that. And I was just thinking about it. That was something Ben Davidson be teaching, man. Because Fury was doing that in the first fight against Wilder. And then the second, third fight, he was just coming forward. Yeah, but Joshua, he that was terrible last night. I thought Ben Davidson was better than that. That was a horrible game plan, though. I don't put it all on him because Joshua's not. He just haven't been fighting the top competition like that. The best person he's probably fought is Dubois. Not because he stopped him, but if you just look, besides Joseph Parker and Usyk. But even a lot of people question the Usyk and Dubois situation, so. But Dubois, he's a real good fighter, man. That dude is prepared. Yeah, I wonder who Mason gonna fight soon though. Yeah, Machado versus Brandon Lee, that'll be a good fight. Machado just signed with Eddie Hearn, didn't he? Hey, that's a good fight, man. That makes sense too. That might happen. Let me write that down. I don't know if they're gonna do it this early though. Eddie Hearn might be desperate. Yeah, build up Carmel. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, you think Turkey will make a Mexico? Yeah, he got a Mexico versus UK. I don't know. That's possible. That makes a lot of sense. I know he got a Latin card coming up. I don't think it's this. Let me see. Let me look up this card. I don't know if he got one coming up, but I know he's trying to do something like that. They said something about Canelo fighting in the UK one time, so I don't know. Could possibly happen. Cole fighting on that card? That'll be tough. I don't know. That's a close call. I seen I think F.A. Ajagba fighting on that card or something like that. Let me look up. I might be tripping. Let me see. Nah, F.A. Ajagba fighting on that Keyshawn Davis card. I thought they had like Cole on there, but nah, he could possibly be on that Boots card. Shoot, 2 more fights. He might be fighting somebody like Benavidez or somebody. Yeah, he might fight on that card. He fought on the last card. So they might put him on that card again. And he got him out of there in what, 2? Yeah, that TFL fight ain't happened. Should have happened though. It's supposed to be free in Mexico. They don't try to fight Haney at 140. They gonna miss out on some good paydays for their own fighter. They better try to do something soon. Teofimo versus Matias. Yeah, I like to watch that fight. Teofimo, he's being real picky with his opponents right now. He acting like he don't know who he want to fight. Yeah, Haney want to fight Garcia. But Garcia, he's not even fighting at 140 though. This dude like 147. I don't even know if he can make 47. So that's the hard part. Like what Haney he gotta go up to 54 to fight him. To fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia told Rayo, hey man, 47 or 54. I'm like, or 54. Man, this dude can't make 47, man. Yeah, he's stacking them up at 140. Eddie's stacking them up. Yeah, he definitely stacking them up. He got a lot of guys at 168 too. He still got Berlanga, a couple of other guys. I know Pacheco over there on the zone. Yeah. Yeah, try to get that payday, man. Continuing the fight. Matias, he's not with that guy Panda no more. The guy who trains Williams Zepeda too. So I don't know what he's gonna do. That was like his manager / trainer, whatever role he was playing. But he gotta get back in the ring, man. And he had just signed a deal with the Zone. Just signed a deal with the Zone. That's why I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe Matias should have just waited, or he turned down Top Rank. So I'm like, if he would have signed with Top Rank, he probably would have got a Teofimo fight. He didn't sign with Top Rank. In my mind, I was like, he should probably think about it at least. At least think about it. You're gonna be active. That's one thing. You're gonna be active, so maybe you need to go over there. Maybe they might bring him back on maybe they have Matias fight on that card, co-main event or something. That'd be a good idea. But yeah, Haney he wants to get the loss back, but the one thing I know about it, either way, Ryan Garcia, he got a lot of attention on him right now. He got to focus on keeping that attention on him while he's fighting and winning. So it's gonna be a lot of pressure on him. Really, to be honest with you, if I was to keep it all the way 1,000, Haney fighting Ryan Garcia right now is kind of saving Ryan Garcia. Because if Ryan Garcia don't fight Haney, let's just say he don't fight Haney, and Haney like to fight him. Ryan Garcia ain't got. If he go out there and fight a no name, how much is people gonna care? So right now, the pressure gonna kind of make him fight a big name, and he gonna have to fight another big name and another big name. If not, people not gonna care. Unless fans think he to the point where he could just fight anybody and nobody don't care, then he don't got real boxing fans. Then that's what the pressure is on him, and a guy like Teofimo too. Because what you gonna do? You gonna fight these guys that you're not at 35 no more. You at 40, talking about going to 47. So you're getting bigger, but you're not fighting the guys that people want to see you fight. So all the weighting these guys doing is putting pressure on themselves. That's why he went over there and started training with Canelo, because he know the bigger he get. But he was saying why Matias not with Penn. I don't even know, man. I just think, I don't know. Maybe he feel like the training style or just something ain't clicking between them. Matias ain't had that fire in him like he usually do. But Paro was still fighting tough, though. It was a tough fight, man. To be honest with you. That was still one of the best fights of the year. I think people sleeping on that. Y'all go back and look at that fight. If you want to enjoy yourself, go back and look at that fight. And look at like the 6th, 7th, 8th round. Paro corner was like, hey, man, they knew he was finna. He was like, man, I'm not finna. I don't think I can win this fight. Matias got some real power. Yeah, the younger guys, they got some real power. What I noticed about the younger guys around Mason age, they knocking guys out with body shots now. They got, what's the other guy name? Carmel Moulton. He knocking guys out with body shots. He said more fights from Africa. Hey, I'm gonna start doing more fights then. They got a lot of African fighters right now that's coming out, going to Asia and fighting some of their fighters. These guys pretty good from what I seen. It's not like the other generation where they don't got a jab. They kind of fight like Ngannou a little bit as far as boxing, but some of these guys, they got some decent skills. Not too far away from a style like Dubois or something like that. Yeah, that fight was tough, man. AJ was on his back foot the whole time. The whole time. Espinosa and Nick Ball. That fight might happen next year. Ooh, that's a good call right there. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Carell versus Conor Ben. Hey, that's a good one. This look like a real card. You sure this ain't real? Yeah, Zach Parker versus Munguia. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Yeah, Sam Noakes versus Petty. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. Yeah, I think Josh Taylor still got some, he still can go right now. I thought he was aging out, but I think he can still fight right now. He gotta be a little more active though. If he sit out like he doing now, he ain't gonna be that good. Oh, Nick Ball versus Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull can go back to 35. I thought he should have never stayed at left 35, but to be honest with you, right now, Pitbull is supposed to be the champion at 135. He's supposed to be the 135 champion right now. The one that the belt Baranchik got. Bro really got messed up by waiting on Tank. Cause he thought he was gonna fight Tank instead of Rolly. And then they gave that title fight to Navarrete. And Navarrete ain't even at 135 no more. So Pitbull he went through all that, went up to 140, got the belt, and then was still saying that he could fight at 135. But yeah, he's still in it though. I still rock with Pitbull. He fight anybody. He like the Dane Dubois of 135, 140. Yeah, that one dude that Jaleel Hackett was fighting. Jaleel Hackett might even be the kind of being right now. A fight though. Kind of being just ain't. That's all it is. A lot of these guys get more active. But Espinosa, he gonna be at 130 soon though. This might be his last fight at featherweight. I don't know if he's still gonna be there when Inoue get there. Once Inoue get to featherweight, that's when boxing gonna go to another level. I'm telling you. That's the only thing boxing missing right now. Everything else is good, but that's when everything will get better. Yeah, but I want to see who Munguia fight next. If I was Berlanga, then I'd just go straight into the fight. They didn't get hurt in the last fight. They got hurt worse in other fights than the fights they just fought. I would have went straight into a fight against Berlanga if I was Munguia. I mean, he would fight him, but yeah, I always thought AB wasn't disciplined though. I could just tell when these guys be blowing up in between weight. If you notice, a lot of these guys who be blowing up in weight in between fights, not all of them, but most of them, they not disciplined in the ring. And AB was one of them. That dude weight be going up too high, man. That mean you're not in the gym at all. Your weight should never be that high. That mean you never in the gym. I mean, sometimes you do grow, so it happens, but yeah, me either. I couldn't see that. Yeah, that lifestyle crazy. Mike was like that for a while. Mike Tyson. Yeah, he was broke for a while. Went on TV. Yeah, you can always bounce back if you're a boxer. These guys have been through it all, so a lot of this stuff don't really affect them. They got mental toughness. I think Fury handled the loss well. So a lot of these guys ain't really tripping over no loss. Oh, I didn't know that. I ain't know that. They did a 10-8 round for that? Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, these judges, man, they do that a lot, man. Some of the scoring they be doing now, like I seen them doing the 10-10 rounds. I'm like, bro, I know y'all ain't trying to make this normal. 10-10? But it's a reason they do 10-9s already. You do a 10-10 now? I'm like, okay, man. It's already hard enough to score a fight. They're gonna add 10-10 now. It's almost looking at the it's like looking at the kickoff in NFL. It's like, bro, they doing that now? Like, what's going on? I can't believe they scored a 10-8. They've been doing that a lot, man. I seen a couple of guys that I didn't feel like was knocked down. They still counted those guys as a standing standing 8 count. But that referee in the fight last night, yesterday, he was horrible. He gonna get somebody hurt. Now I know Turkey out of sheet trying to do everything he can, but he better get some good referees in here. That's almost the second time they got somebody hurt like that. I mean, these referees, man, they looking at the fight like a fan almost. They just sitting back watching, not even getting involved. That ref was chilling last night. Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen that recently. That was bad. Yeah, he got hurt bad. That was a loud punch too. I'm kind of mad. That's how I know Rayo got some power too, because Pitbull was not trying to get rush in and throw that left hook. He was not throwing that left hook with Rayo. He was landing too. I'm like, bruh. But that go back to your trainer though. When you go to the corner, these guys supposed to tell you, hey, throw that left hook, man, you landing. But they ain't telling to throw it. They're not telling to throw it. That's how I know. And Tank left-handed, it's gonna be tough for Rayo to get out of that fight, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Tank left-handed. He seen when he dropped that right hand, so he know what time it is. Yeah, Pitbull got some power though. But he gonna be in some tough fights. I want to see him get another tough fight. If I was him, I'd just go back to 135 right now. I mean, he can go back to 140 when he want to, but if you can make 135, go to 135. That 6-fight deal, I don't know. I know one thing. The weight classes he gonna be at, it's gonna be crowded. It's gonna be certain guys that's gonna get belts. I know Abdullah Mason he gonna be growing the next couple of years. I know Keyshawn Davis getting better. You got Andy Cruz down there. You got certain people in the game right now. You got Shakur Stevenson still at 135. And then at 140, you see the guys they got up there. So yeah, Tank can definitely have some tough fights. But a lot of people were saying Tank was saving Shakur for the end because he the tough fight. I'm like, all right, man. Y'all just said he was born. Now he's saving him to the end. Like, what is this? Game of Thrones? Like, what are y'all talking about, man? Saving who? The guy y'all said born? Now Tank saving him? For what, the last fight? What is this, this a movie or something? What part of the block these dudes from? I'm like, man, just fight the guy. Imagine if Canelo was like, man, I'm gonna say Triple G for the end. Like, man, I hope we ain't talking like that out here. Please, I hope we ain't. Because just think about that, man. A lot of these fights ain't even getting made right now. Saving fights never go well. See, they trying to save Tyson Fury and Joshua for the end right now. And that fight still ain't happening because these guys ain't got no belts no more. These dudes do not have no belts no more. And these younger guys, they not playing. They trying to get a belt too. They want to be a champion too. They want to be the best too. But they say take a 6-fight deal. That's what he said. Said 7-fight deal. I guess it's down to 6 fights now. Then they were saying, well, T.O. in there, Devin. I mean, if Tank go out there, let's just say Tank go out there and lose the next fight. Then what we gonna be talking about? He ain't gonna have no belt no more, so how you gonna fight so and so? So he need to be, I wanna see Tank in fights where we don't know who gonna win. That's all I wanna see. I don't wanna see Tank in fights where it's like, he gonna fight this guy, then fight the next guy. Because we tried to do that with Joshua recently, and I was saying that's bad now. You try to set fights up like that, usually go bad. Yeah, man, they doing too much, man. Holding these fights back. They could have had Fury and AJ already fight, and Wilder and AJ already fight last year, and got that out. As soon as they had the Ngannou fight, I was like, man, how old they think these guys is? They think these guys 25 years old? They think these guys 25 years old or something? Now people say, yeah, man, I want to see the fight. Like, I'm so disappointed in the fans, man. The fans been saying all these years, man, Wilder, he don't want to fight nobody. Earlier this year, I heard people saying Wilder was ducking Zane. The same Zane that Tyson Fury never fought. The same Zane that Dubois ain't fought yet. The same Zane that Joshua ain't fought yet, except in the amateurs. I'm like, he ducking Zane. All right, man. Because he the one who was ducking Joshua, as they were saying. Now people can see he wasn't ducking no Joshua. But nobody ducking Joshua. Not to say he wasn't never good, but just to the level they've been saying, they try to say somebody can't box. Man, look. Okay. Would have did better than what I seen last night. AJ was pushing the ball away and stuff. And I think somebody said Hergovich did better. And I'm like, yeah, he did. That is the crazy part. Hergovich did do a better job. Yeah, Huey Fury. I just seen him fight, man. I just seen him fight. They destroying it's a Vladimir Fury. That's your old boy. Yeah, Fury usually be in action packed fights too. That's the crazy part. I think Vlad was old by then. Fury usually was in action packed fights, man. They didn't drop the ball, man. They didn't let Dubois take over. I was saying a couple of months ago, if Dubois ends up being the king of the UK, between Fury and Joshua right now, it don't matter who's the best right now. See, a lot of these guys, like I said, a lot of these guys are getting built up as being stars. A lot of these guys got to get it out the mud and become stars, make themselves stars like Dubois. Dubois is somebody who's made himself into a star. If he would have had a lot of losses right now, he wouldn't be looked at as a tough guy. That's why too much, if y'all notice, I don't really go in on guys like with the quitter stuff. People was calling this guy a quitter last year. Now they're saying he the man. Same people that put you down, that be picking you up later on. That's what Dubois showed me. I mean, people went out of their way to say this guy was a quitter. I was like, whoa. I done seen a lot of guys do what Dubois done recently. They're like, oh, he a quitter, man. I'm like, at the age that he's at, fighting Usyk. And he went out there and shocked everybody in front of all the people that doubted him and said, oh, man, you quit against that guy. All right, I'm going to show you. That's the main reason I be supporting him, because, man, the guy is young. I don't know if I knew he was going to be good eventually. I just didn't know when he was going to be good. I just didn't know when he was going to be good. But I knew he was going to be very good, though. And Dubois is definitely an animal in boxing, man, right now. He's taking over. He is not slowing down. But boxing is changing right now, though, man. It's a lot of narratives getting squashed right now. Yeah, but they shut everything down, though. Why the closed curtains on these guys, man? Now they got to sit up here and compare resumes now. I was like, man, we comparing Joshua's resume to other guys. The Dubois' resume getting compared now. I'm like, oh, I see now. But nah, man, I don't want to. I think a lot of people starting to, because what people used to say back in the day was, well, not even back in the day, recently, they used to say Wilder don't want to fight Joshua. Now they think Wilder will make the fight. Or was it always Joshua's fault that the fight didn't get made? That's what I'm saying, man. All this holding out and dudes ain't trying to fight. Promotional company stuff. Just make the fight, man. You fought Dubois, didn't you? That's how I look at it. If you could fight Dubois, you can fight all these other heavyweights. But he's at an age now where he's not getting better anymore. Oh yeah, that would be good. Pereira. Yeah, I was hearing about that. Yeah, I think he can beat Jake Paul. I think he can get Jake Paul. All he gotta do the same thing Tommy Fury did, throw some combinations. That's how Tommy Fury was getting Jake Paul. Jake Paul can't throw no combinations like that. He usually load up on his punches. Or he'll throw a jab, go to the body, but I think Pereira can get him. If Jake want to make some money, yeah, make that happen. I'm pretty sure Pereira will do it. Now, Dana White, I don't know. I never heard. If Dana White said something about Jake Paul doing something like that, fighting one of those guys like Pereira, I haven't seen it, but I'd like to see that. Oh, he said something recently about it. Oh, he says Jake Paul sells 400. I mean, he said Pereira. uh, he said Alex Pereira sells 400 times the pay-per-views that Jake Paul does. That's funny. I guess it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, Dana White, he ain't trying to make no MMA fights, crossover fights. He trying to get him a McGregor payday. Jake Paul got banned from UFC. Jake Paul snuck into the UFC. That's funny. He snuck into the UFC. That's funny. Yeah, I want to see more fights though like that. It ain't no other fights coming on right now. I mean, the fights we gonna have is gonna be end up being rematches. They're saying that Dubois might fight Joshua again in a rematch. So I'm hearing the rematch clauses involved. Yeah, so Joshua gonna end up trying to fight that guy. I know Janovich should have took that fight. Yeah, I was live for that on my other channel. I had went live for it. Yeah, he got whooped, man. He got whooped bad too. It almost looked like he wasn't trying that hard. But his wrestling and his ground game is terrible though. He was getting whooped in the stand up too. When the Jolly was doing those spinning kicks, those flying kicks and everything, I knew it was over. I was like, yeah, Sean ain't gonna be able to bounce back from this, bro. He done. Yeah, it was. I knew it was done. I've been watching UFC for a long time. I kind of know what the dust is a little bit. The talent level ain't as high as it was years ago. People think it is, but it's not really. Yeah. Yeah, that was Sean's fault not learning how to do takedown and stuff like that. Takedown defense. That's his fault. That was bad. Even Grasso was like that. Man, you seen what happened to Grasso? A lot of these UFC fighters look lazy, to be honest with you. You saw what happened to Grasso? That girl kept taking her down. This is the third time you fought her. You ain't learned no takedown defense. She kept doing the same move over and over. She do not know how to sprawl, man, at all. Her sprawl game is a zero. Yeah, that better be a card good. I wanted to see that Cordina fight though. But that card is good. I want to see that Ben Whitaker fight with Liam Cameron. That's gonna be a good fight. I think that's gonna be the best fight on the card. I think that's gonna be the best fight on the card. Those fights were good yesterday though. So the next fight card might be even better. I'm hearing that Ngannou's supposed to be fighting on the PFL card coming up. You heard about that?